Hey guys, I hope this live stream works. I know the Wi-Fi isn't always the best, but anyway, I come to you live from Sudbury, Ontario, which is my hometown. I'm doing a bit of visiting and doing. Oh, it says my connection's weak. Hopefully this works. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of things that I haven't in a long time, like visiting old friends and family, and I don't actually get to come to my hometown that often. And I'm also doing some some work with kids, which I haven't done in years, like going into schools, going into some of my old schools, going into daycares, performing live, but also doing motivational speaking. And I was out for a walk today, and I was reminded of this message that I wanted to share with everyone, which is just the fact that, it's not always about the big, grandiose things. And I might have talked about this before, but it comes up a lot for me lately. And obviously, I love performing for big crowds. And I really have always loved that. That's where my comfort is. That is my comfort zone, believe it or not, is in front of hundreds or thousands of people. And I think that it's a very moving thing when you're in that energy, because there is an energy that it comes with when you go to a concert. Everyone's kind of collectively feeling the same thing at the same time, and you're all being moved by the same messages and the same music, and it's a really, really powerful thing. But I don't think that we need to diminish the small moments either. And I think I have a bit of a bad habit of that. And sometimes I feel like I'm not making a big enough difference or a big enough impact on the planet, because I know that that's what I do best, and that's what I want to continue to do for the rest of my life, and that's where I see myself going and growing. And when I'm not doing that, or if I'm not, touring, or if I'm not doing huge shows, I don't feel like myself. Partly because I just love doing it so much, but also I feel like that's how I make my impact on the planet, is by being in front of a lot of people, being in front of large audiences, but also online as well. It's part of my job to have an online presence, and that doesn't mean that I'm being someone other than myself. If anything, I'm very, very raw and open and vulnerable in my postings, and I feel like that's just part of my purpose here is to do that. But I was just reminded today that, you know what, it's not always about those moments when I'm in front of hundreds of people. It's also about the moments where I go into daycares and I go into schools, and sometimes I don't think that that matters, but I think it actually does way more than I realize, because you just don't know who you impact. And it's not just me I'm talking about here, Everyone makes such a big impact, and we don't even realize. You could say something in passing to someone at a coffee shop or in line at the grocery store, and you have no idea how much you've changed that person's day. It's insane. So it's not only about the moments where we're speaking publicly in front of a lot of people, and I do think that those moments matter too, the big moments and the moments that you are in front of a large audience, but I also think it's just about the small moments too. And I just wanted to share that today because I forget that so much, and I think a lot of us do, and we forget our impact. I hear some beautiful birds going on right now. It's like they're my audience right now. But yeah, I just wanted to share that reminder, and I thought of it out in nature because that's where we really get to connect with these divine messages. So I just wanted to share today, and I thought about it, and you know, I posed the question to myself, like, am I only inspired in the moments when I'm at a huge concert? Like, is that really when I'm inspired the most, or is that the only time that I feel that inspiration in my life? And I thought, no, you know what? I'm inspired all the time. There are so many little things that inspire me, and people that inspire me just by them being true to themselves, and them doing their own thing, not even knowing. Half the time we inspire people, we don't even notice that we're doing it, because it's just us being organically and naturally ourselves, and that's when we shine the brightest. I think it's not even the times when when we're planning a huge speech or performing in my case, in front of a lot of people. I think sometimes people just get moved by us, just by our presence, just by us being who we are. So anyway, I just wanted to share that today. And so take a moment to remember what inspires you during the day. And acknowledge how important you are too, And that doesn't mean you have to be on a high horse. And I think people are afraid of that. People are afraid that they're going to become egotistical. But it's not even about that. It's just about, you have to acknowledge the fact that you make a difference on the planet, and you have the power. Everyone has the power to make a positive impact. And it needn't be in front of millions or hundreds or whatever, amount of people every day. Sometimes it's just in the small moments where you're having an intimate chat with a friend or you're smiling at a stranger. These things matter, and they don't go unnoticed. Maybe they do by you or by myself, in terms of personally speaking, but it's time that we acknowledge what we do, and not just the big things that we do. It's not just about the big accomplishments, like I said. It's about the small things too. So just wanted to share that. And I hope everyone has a great day. It's a beautiful day here today. And yeah, I'm going out tonight to support another art show. I've been going to a few art shows and art exhibits that are done by kids. And I don't know even the impact that I make by being there, but I like to encourage our youth especially to continue with the arts, and I think that's really important. So at this point in time, that's how I'm being of service, and maybe that's for a reason. I mean, like I said, I love being in front of a huge crowd and making a difference in that way, but the small stuff matters too. So anyway, take care, have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Bye.